Aquarius, welcome to In Spiritual Journey. We're going to go ahead and get a message for the collective of Aquarius by using the Wild Goddess Oracle as well as the Native Spirit Oracle, and then we're going to see what spirit animal is assisting you with whatever situation comes up. Okay, so this is for the collective of Aquarius. It may or may not resonate. It can be different areas of your life because you know all Aquariuses are not the same, so it could be somebody else's relationship or somebody else's job, anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and get into this message, but first we have to say a thank you to the universe and spirit for bringing out these messages of wisdom, guidance, support, whatever is needed. So thank you so much, spirit, for joining us today and bringing out this best message for Aquarius. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with the Wild Goddess Oracle here. So let me go ahead and get them shuffled and just bring in spirit and the universe's energy to connect for the best message for Aquarius. This is a linear message, so it can be whenever you come across it. You know, when you're guided to come across it, you know, that's what's happening. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up for you, Aquarius. All right. All right. What is coming up for the sign of Aquarius? Sun, moon, or rising at this time. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we have the wounded. Oh, interesting. A lot of people's healing and wounds are coming up to surface, it seems like. So this says, be gentle with yourself and others because we have all been wounded in some way, and a wound will always cry out to be healed. Yes. So something that you might have buried or denying is coming back up to the surface to be healed once and for all. And on the bottom, we do have the visionary, which is developing habits and actions to help you turn your visions into reality, will guide you on your path to ultimate success and happiness. And the siren is on the top message, and that is all about allowing yourself to be distracted from what you should be doing leads to procrastination, avoidance, and needless problems. So I feel like whatever this is that you buried has been blocking you in some way, and I feel like the big message is like for emotional connections, for relationships, because you know when we get wounded, there's this scar starts forming, and if we don't completely heal that, the scar is going to be left open, and we're going to bleed on other people as well as get triggered a lot and run away. So there's something about the wounded here. So let's go ahead and see what the Native Spirit cards are coming up. So I feel like for this, you know, if you've been wanting a connection, if you've been wanting a long-term relationship, there's something that still needs to be healed. Something that you haven't addressed yet. So let's see what else is coming up. And it might have just recently been triggered, and it's telling you, you know, the only way you're going to get rid of this is to actually go within and heal this, you know. It's not the most comfortable thing to do, but it's needed, okay? It's necessary. So let's see what else is coming up. We have peace pipe, yeah, so being at peace, and the talking stick too. So this is all about communication to bring in that peace and forgiveness, all right? So even if it's something about, like if you don't even have access to this person who wounded you, it could be, you know, writing a letter and burning it in the fire, but it's bringing peace within you to have that open communication within so you can heal that and see what is still left over that's triggering you and not letting you move forward. All right, so let's go ahead and read this peace pipe. Peace pipe, where are you? Okay, peace pipe. Heal old wounds with people and situations. Carefully do whatever you need to do to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's time. No longer need to carry the burden. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. You bring peace to the world. Well, that sounds like an Aquarius, right? But you know, sometimes the peacemaker and the warrior is the one to have wounds that needs to be healed, right? So your native spirit wants you to know, in native traditions, sharing a peace pipe filled with sacred tobacco and herbs has a way of finding a common ground and dropping discord. It was a respite in order to calmly assess a situation and find a peaceful resolve. There are times to drop everything and leave. There are also times to be carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places. This is one of those healing times. Maybe there's a wound inside you needs to be forgiven or accepted. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or forgive another. Transform the inner grievance. Do it now. You need to forgive that act, but there's power in forgiving the person. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there's a person from your past with whom you should reconnect. You know what you need to do, and this is the time to do it. Okay, so if there's any areas of your life that you need to have that open communication and have a closure, that's what it's being called to do, so you can heal once and for all and able to move forward. So the talking stick is all about speaking your truth. The soul loves the truth. Communicate from your heart and sharing your reality without hesitation. During tribal council meetings, a decorated stick called a talking stick would be passed around. A council member held the stick as he or she had the opportunity to speak from the heart. Each person in attendance would be asked to weigh carefully the words of each speaker. So this is something to do with speaking your mind, not holding it in anymore. Okay? I love that, Aquarius. So let's see what spirit animal is assisting you with this. You might have been left like where you couldn't say anything. Like when people ghost us or something, we don't get the last word, and that can stick with us, right? So we have the hummingbird, be here now. Yeah. So it's more like you're like living in the past or fretful of the future. And this is saying be present. I love that energy for you. I feel like whatever happened is kind of like got you stuck back in the past, even though you might not even be aware of it, like subconsciously. And then we have the scarab beetle spirit, which is magic works through you. Yeah, I feel like there's this blockage. You do have a lot to share with the world, and it's kind of blocked because maybe you're not trusting of other people. Maybe you're afraid to be hurt again, whatever it is. So let's go ahead and see what this hummingbird message is for you. It is number 34. So let's go ahead and find it. Where is 34? One more. Okay. Hummingbird spirit. Look at that. That's such a beautiful card. All right. The hummingbird's wings beat so swiftly it can hover in seemingly stillness as it drinks deeply from a flower. Hummingbird spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is the eternal now, the timeless present, here and now. You are becoming the person you wish to be, to have this experiences you wish to have. Focus your energy on the flower before you, for what you desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere. The choices can be dazzling. Hummingbird spirit message is that you have no need to go about in search of something better, for all that you require and desire is before you. You will know this as you become still, feeling your connection to spirit who loves you unconditionally and will always provide for you. Nectar is everywhere, but hummingbird spirit is here to remind you that flying from flower to flower and being all over the place wastes precious energy. Be still, be here, now, in the present moment. Enjoy the sweetness and sustenance available to you. Focus on one flower today, just one. Nectar is there for you, and hummingbird spirit's message is that whatever you put your attention to and your energy will flow. Are you focused on the sweetness of or on finding something better somewhere else? So see right there, I kind of feel like, since something happened to you, you might be just like getting into something, maybe afraid of commitment when it starts getting intimate or deep, and you're off to something else. You'll sabotage it in some way, even though you don't even realize it. So that's the message with that. All right. And realizing your worth with this magic is within you. You do have something to offer, So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards to close off this message and get some clarity. Yeah, we all have been through some heartbreaks and things like that, but we can't let us keep us fearful of commitment and not believing in ourselves and not knowing our worth, right? So let's go ahead and see what comes up. Okay, so yeah, see, it's like you're not even working on this. This is work. Gaining skills, but it's like you just kind of threw it in the back and like, I don't want to deal with it, Aquariuses can be more of a logical sign than an emotional one. So it's time to deal with those emotions and put it to rest once and for all and face those insecurities or fears that somebody has done to you, some kind of damage someone has done to you. All right, so let's see what else is coming up. Yeah, Ace of Swords, seeing your truth. It's time to live your truth and know that you are worthy of having love and good connections, and just because somebody did you dirty in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. And we have to be willing to put ourselves out there. What if it does happen again? But you have to be secure within yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else. Yeah, this is like a solo energy. So I feel like when things get too close to you, you kind of just like do solo. And you are a very independent sign, but you can have that connection and still have your independence, all right? So it could be also a fear of losing your independence and freedom. It's time to see things in a different way. Seeing the higher perspective, that you can have a connection, even if you've gotten hurt before. There is someone out there for you. You are worthy of love, and it's not going to take away your freedom. There's a balance there. You need to have that balance. And hopefully, you know, you'll meet somebody that's aligned with you. If you have your vibration high enough, that won't be too clingy, and you guys will have a great life together. So that is your message. Thanks so much for watching, Aquarius. Take care.